Greetings again as we continue on our journey through the 7 steps to sales excellence. We have arrived at step number 5. Step number 5, where we will explore what makes a happy fish. What makes a fish happy, right? Step number 4, if you remember, is where we start the conversation. We start the initial sales call. The initial engagement. We need to know how to get started in every conversation we have, whether that's over the phone, whether that's face-to-face, whether that's through email. All right, that was step number 4. And now we're actually digging in to find out what is going on in the life of the fish, the life of the prospect, to determine whether or not they're even a prospect or a fish worth keeping. Now, we've established many times, step number 1, identify the fish. Step number 2, prepare for the catch, especially preparing your heart to care about the people that you're serving. Step number 3, approaching the water. Step number 4, go fishing, meaning start the examination of the fish, start the questioning with the fish. And now step number 5, we have to determine and understand at a very, very deep level what makes a fish happy, what makes for a happy fish. Now, one of the things that I know missing in the marketplace right now is what I call hope. I got my hope shirt on today, and one of the things that is missing is hope. Like a business owner who is trying to grow his or her business, they have goals that they're trying to accomplish, they have problems they're trying to solve, they may have run out of hope that anything is going to change. Now, you may be able to solve their problems and help them accomplish their goals, but is that really what you're doing, or are you trying to help them restore hope? Restore hope in the fact that their problems can be resolved and their goals can be accomplished. That's what we have to think about when we actually go fishing and determine what makes for a happy fish. Because the idea here is, in step number 5, what makes a happy fish, is the examination of the problems they have and the goals they have. A deep dive into an examination of those problems and of those goals. And then we just follow down through a process called pain or gain, right? If we're examining their problems, then we're going to acknowledge their problems. We're going to assess their problems. We're going to discuss the implications of their problems. And we're going to determine a next step that they are willing to commit to as it relates to their problems. That is the pain side of the process. Okay? If it's a goal, then we're going to uncover their goals. We're going to acknowledge their goals. We're going to assess the goals. We're going to discuss the implications of what the possibilities of achieving those goals, what happens when we do, what happens when we don't. And then we're going to take a determination of a next step towards their commitment to do something about accomplishing those goals. Gain. Pain, gain. Problem, goal. Acknowledge, assess. Discuss the implications and determine a next step. Okay, so then the idea is if we do well in this area, what we are actually doing is we are asking and we are listening to the heart of the prospect to determine at what level they rate on my rating system. Meaning, are they just talking about problems and goals, but they really don't want to do anything about it? Are they talking to me about their problems and goals because they're really looking for a solution? Or are they talking to me about their problems and goals because they believe I am the one who has the ability to solve those problems and help them accomplish those goals? Those are 3 different levels of a prospect, right? And we go through this process all the time ourselves as a buyer. So we should expect the people that we are trying to serve, the organizations that we are trying to serve, to go through the same kind of process that we're going through. Now, in future videos, we're going to dig a lot deeper into step number 5, what makes for a happy fish. But for today, I just want you to think about the fact that resolving their problems and helping them accomplish their goals, the 2 ends of that spectrum, that's where we focus our energy as a servant-hearted salesperson in the marketplace who wakes up in the morning with a desire to go fishing and catch people who have problems that we can help solve and goals that we can help accomplish. We live in the tension there. And when we go fishing, step number 4, we are inviting ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper into that tension, so that in step number 5, we can ask 17,000 questions into the heart of that individual to find out what their commitment level is to taking care of the problem and accomplishing the goal. Okay? Many salespeople, many sales leaders, many sales managers, many VPs of sales, this is where they overcomplicate the entire process by what I would call trying to do things to people instead of trying to understand and do things with people. Doing things to people mean I am going to try to create a problem that they need me for so that I can be the hero and I can solve that problem. But even though I'm the one that created the problem, because I'm the one who put all the thoughts in their head, right? See, that's the typical traditional style of sales coaching and training. If you have the power to create the problem, then you go ahead and create the problem so that you'll be seen as the hero when you're the one standing in front of them solving the problem. I don't buy into that crap, quite honestly. No, the reality of it is they already have problems and they already have goals, and you need to be good enough to understand what really truly makes for a happy fish. The solution to their problems and the on-track aspect of accomplishing their goals. That's what restores hope. That's what helps them become happy. That's what helps them understand that there's a commitment that they are going to make to solve their problems and accomplish their goals. And I'm going to keep repeating this over and over and over and over again because it is that simple. Now, it's not easy. It's not easy to get access to this information, but the process that we're utilizing to get there is very simple. Focus on their problems, focus on their goals, be good enough and caring enough and servant-hearted enough that they will invite you into the tension and talk to you about the tension between their problems and their goals, so that the product behind your product and the service behind your product and the service behind your service is actually what they desire to buy into. We're going to step into that a little bit later in a future video. For now, what makes for a happy fish? What makes a fish happy? Resolving their problems, accomplishing their goals. Focus on that. That's what we focus on in step number 5. And we're going to go through a process in a future video that's going to unfold that a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper so that you can continue to practice this. For now, thanks for tuning in. Good luck, good selling. God bless.